Welcome, welcome to yoga. My name's Annika. Thanks for joining me. Today we're going to chill our asses out with some Chillasana. Sounds good? It is good. Let's go. Okay, cross-legged, seated position. On your mat you could try half lotus if you want, where you fold one foot over. If you've got full lotus, it's just not happening for me. It's all good. Just find your grounded position. Hands usually on the knees help you ground down even better. And you simply allow the eyes to close and go within, starting to let the whole day before this moment fall away, taking your attention inside and slowly starting to lock in to your breathing. Trying to sit up a little taller and just breathe. Checking in with your body, what's going on today. So you almost have to carve out a little bit of time for yourself every day, whether it's even just 5 minutes, that you have this quiet time to simply listen. It's one of the hardest things to do, because your mind is competing for your attention all the time. 65,000, I don't know who came up with that number, 65,000 thoughts a day. Maybe picturing that space in between the eyebrows, that energetic center for intuition, your inner voice, looking beyond the mind. Think about a little indigo color circle. Again, as you inhale, let it expand, and as you exhale, let it contract. Slowly release the thumbs, open out the palms to face up, just to receive. Inhale, sweep those palms all the way up. Above the head, you can keep your eyes closed if you like, just interlace the fingers, turn the palms over and press up. Take the nose up towards the sky. Inhale, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And exhale. Just lower your left hand down. Draw the right hand up and overhead. Just nice and soft in the other elbow. Inhale back to center, reach up. You can bring your fingertips together if you like, whatever works. Feel what your hands want to kind of do. Exhale, other side. Reach up and over. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, just take the hands behind the back, interlacing the fingers again, this time clasping. Try to bring the heels of the hands together. And squeeze the shoulder blades. You can look up. Hi, Blue. Good. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come up, reach the hands up, interlacing the fingers again overhead. Turn the palms up, inhale. Left hand down, reach overhead. So just linking a little movement to your breath. Inhale, come up. Exhale, other side. Inhale, lengthen up, reach up, and exhale, bring the hands behind you, interlacing, clasping hands. Bring the heels of the hands together. Draw the shoulders back, gaze up, and slowly on your exhale, draw the body forward towards the ground. Wherever it goes is where it goes. It's the start of your day. Bring the chin into the chest. Good. Inhale, come all the way up. This time we'll take a little twist out to the left. Bringing one hand on the knee, one hand behind. I just put my hand on a bowl and nearly cracked it. Take an inhale, lift up. Who put those there? Exhale, rotate round. Good. Inhale, release, back to the center, reach up. Take your time. Kind of just moving through air, moving through space in our little spacesuit. Good. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist round a little more. Good. Inhale, release. One last time. Interlace the fingers, turn the palms up, reach up. And exhale, bring the hands down beside the hips. Just release the feet. Actually, bring the toes together for me. We'll just inhale, lift up the chest, and exhale, take the knees over. Take the gaze over. God. There you go. Sorry. Live mosquito destruction on Facebook Live today. Inhale, reach up. It was like sitting there having a good feast. I mean, there's plenty to feast on, but that gets ridiculous. Inhale, back to yoga. See the distractions? Exhale. Good, one more time. Inhale. And exhale, drawing the heels in towards the body. Just find your way into child's pose. Let's take knees together, child's pose. Toes point back. Let's bring the hands back this time. There you go, get off my mat. Draw the forehead down, take the palms behind you, and just lower down. Bringing that third eye, that space in between the eyebrows, down to your mat. One eye open, your other two eyes can close. And breathe. Next inhale, slowly rise. Just curl the toes under for me. So curl them under, use your hands to get them all down on the floor. Take them a little, like about hip width apart. Sit your bum back down on the heels. So we'll work the fascia, the connective tissue in the soles. Bring the hands onto the knees. Take an inhale, open out the chest, slide the hands up, look up. Exhale, slowly slide the hands back down the thighs, arching the back, chin to chest. Inhale, come up. Draw the elbows back, nose to the sky, and exhale. Inhale. Pausing at the top, exhale. Sucking the belly in, arching the back. Just a few more times. And exhale. Come all the way back up. Inhale. And exhale, just take a little twist around to the right. Try to see if you can take hold. I can't even find that back heel. One hand on the thigh. Take an inhale, try to lengthen, twist round a little more. Chin comes into chest. Breathe. Slowly release, opposite side. Try to find the heel. One hand on the thigh. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Chin down. I know your toes are on fire, but just breathe. Inhale, release back to center. Keep your toes where they are. Lift the hips. Lift the hands up to the sky. gaze up. Reach, reach, reach. Right hand finds the opposite bum cheek behind. Take a little twisted rotation. Left hand up and overhead. Inhale, come back to center, reach up. So we add length before we do anything with the spine. Rotate opposite side. Come back to center. Exhale, come on to all fours. Release the toes. Ow. You can tip-tap the energy out of the toes if you like. That's it. Tap them. Ah. Ouch. Stiff. Good. You wiggle your toes. We won't curl them back under because that just wouldn't be nice. Take a few cat-cows with the toes just released here. So this is kind of your yoga start routine. So you could cat-cow, you could wag the tail, you could do your big lion's rolls. I want you, even 5 minutes in the morning when you get out of bed, if you can't make a class, you have a few little shapes that you can do, just kind of squeezing into the body, right? It's done in 30 seconds, and you've loosened up your spine for the day. Not a bad thing to do. All right, I want you to curl your toes under, and I want you to spread your fingers on your mat, nice and spread, right? So you got a firm base, like a tree, you got roots. Curl the toes under and slowly just float the knees off. Draw the shoulders over the wrists, draw the belly button in, gaze down in between your thumbs. Breathe. Lower the knees, take a breath. And again, fire it up, float the knees, just about 6 inches off the floor. That's probably about 4. Lift the hips high, find your downward dog. You might have to walk the hands a little farther forward, or maybe come into plank just to test your distance for your down dog, right? It's different for us all. I find it feels good from plank to going all the way back. Just spread the fingers and release that lumbar spine area. I'm going to shake my head a little side to side. Again, your downward facing dog is about your yoga routine. What do you do every time you are asked to find your down dog? Maybe you're stock still. Maybe you paddle the heels. Maybe you come high on the toes, lower the heels over to one side, press back, little IT band action. Inhaling other side. So I'm trying to get you to we don't really want to be thinking, but just independently moving where your body wants to move. Come back to center, draw forward into plank, draw the belly button in, and hold. Really push the hands in so the shoulders are lifting up out of the sockets. You're not just dumping the chest. It's active. Everybody just tap the floor with the knees. Take an inhale, float the knees. Exhale, tap the knees. Good. Inhale, lift them. Hold. You can open out to side plank if you like, facing right, or you could drop that knee and open up to the side, reach up. And I take the other foot all the way behind just for stability. So you can be in side plank, lifting the hips, gazing up. Just a little strength work in the shoulder. I want to make sure the shoulder's over the wrist. Good. 2 more breaths. Draw the hand down. Find plank. Now, plank's hurting you. No good. Come down to forearm plank. Same kind of challenge in the core. So you choose. Well, let's open out to the left. So I'm down on my elbow. You could also plop the knee down. No shame in any yoga game. Your body, your vehicle, your spacesuit. Be happy where you are. Come back to plank. Slowly lower down the body all the way down to the mat. I don't have a hair tie, bloody hell. Bring the elbows down under the shoulders, spread the palms, take the feet out behind you. Take a deep inhale and push into the elbows. Take an inhale, zip a bit more in, and bring the chin down to the chest. You can take your head over to the side, other side. Whatever feels good in the neck. This poor neck carrying this big melon on top of your shoulders. It's about 12 pounds, sometimes 16 if you've got a few more brain cells in there. Good, slowly. Take the arms out a little wider. Draw the fingers a little farther forward. Slowly on an inhale, start to press up to half cobra. So let's do an extended, like wide one. Your arms away farther forward. It feels so good. Now try to relax the bum. Compression in the lower back. Just make sure it feels good, or come down to your elbows again. So feel what feels good for you. Being kind to your body, accepting your body is the name of the game. Slowly lower down on an exhale. You can slide the hands back in and make it a little more challenging. Take an inhale, draw the elbows, squeeze them in, press up. A little more compression this time. Maybe you want to roll over onto one hip. Just gaze over the shoulder. Breathing in to that left hip. Come over to the other side. Elbows a little soft just to support you. Come back to center. Take an inhale. Exhale. Draw the toes under. Push the bum back to the heels. You're in child's pose. Release the toes. Let the belly fall. Bring that third eye back down to the mat. 5 deep breaths. Slowly rise. Curl the toes under again. Walk the hands back to the knees. This time come all the way up. Lift the bum up. Take the hands behind. Bring them behind the hips, fingers pointing down. Take an inhale. Draw the elbows together. Take a little back bend. Take the nose up. Open the jaw. Wiggle it a little. Stick your chin up so we can release this throat chakra area. Truth, speaking your truth. Hello, Bodhi. Maybe finding the heels if you want to take it into camel pose. Getting that nice back bend early on in your practice. You're nice and warm. Hands can rest on the heels, but if you have any neck pain, just keep the gaze neutral, straight ahead. Slowly, slowly, we make our way out. The way you got in, hand to hip, hand to hip. Inhaling as you come up. Exhaling, walking the hands forward into plank. Slowly lift up, and if it's forearm plank, it's forearm plank. Walk the hands directly under the chest. Take an inhale, roll over onto your right side. Lift up, side plank. This time feeling a little stronger, you might want to float the top leg. Again, a little play. If you have a toe bind, you could play with a toe bind. Whatever you want. You could be down here. Just open out the side. Good. Drop the hand. Other side. I'm going to go down to my elbow on this side. Open up. Lifting the hips. So a little strength work this morning. Maybe float the leg. Maybe take the toe bind. One more breath. Come back to center. Everybody, drop down to forearm plank. Elbows under the shoulders. Lift the hips up. Start to walk the toes forward. Gaze forward. Just bring the toes in as much as you can. And if you want to just drop down here, take a rest if that's too much on your shoulders. So just listen to your body. See what it's got. We're up here. Maybe if you want to lift the right leg, lift it high to the sky. Pressing through the elbows, the forearms, really doing some quite intense shoulder work here. Hold it. Place it down. Make sure your toes are as in as you can get them. Other side. Lift it up. Breathe. Good. Bring it down. Drop down to the knees. Come all the way up to seated. Whew. That kicked my butt. Don't know about you, but that's... Whew. Nobody cares. Take the toes to the outside of your mat this time. Bring the hands behind, windshield wipers, wide, wide hips. Exhale over the side. Inhale back to center. Other side. Take your time. No bloody fast windshield wipers, okay? Inhale. Exhale. Come back to the center. Draw the feet in. Sit right onto your tailbone. You can bring the hands down by your side. Lift one foot. Lift the other foot. Into Navasana, boat pose. You can maybe invite the palms to the party. Lift up through the chest. We've got 2 breaths left. We're going to take 5 breaths total. Draw the heels in, all the way into the bum. See if you can place the hands down. Float the bum off the ground. If you can float the bum and the hand and the feet, it's a good time right there. Second round. This time palms facing up. If you had your hands down, just give it a try. It's a little strength work for you. Maybe you want to extend the legs because you're a type A pusher. That's okay too. All types welcome in yoga. You get to know about yourself. Heels in, lift up. One more time. All right, make this one strong. Pushing through some agni, some fire. Good. Curl the heels in. Take a deep inhale. Reach up. Exhale. Fold forward. Bring the fingers down to the mat. Hips are a little looser for sure. Take an inhale. Lengthen up. Exhale. Fold in. Good. Try to relax the top of your head. Close your eyes and breathe. Next inhale, just fingertip the hands all the way over to the left. Stay low if you can, please. Come all the way round. Take an inhale. Exhale, fold in. Relax your head. Maybe sensation in the right on top of the hip. Come back through center. Nice and slowly, because we're playing with the spine. Slowly, walking, fingertipping the hands over to the right. So the body's drawn down. Take an inhale. Exhale, settle. We try to relax. Let go. Come back to center. On an inhale, slowly rise. Taking that right leg, drawing it all the way around to the side. Come up onto the front knee. Find your way into gate pose. So you're up on your Left knee, right leg extended. Just take the arm overhead, gaze at the fingers. Make 3 big circles. Just let that movement continue up and around. Inhale nice and slow. You're oiling up your shoulders. And if that hurts your shoulder, you can bring your hand. So any shoulder impingements, you can just shorten the lever. Just use your elbow. You're still getting a little bit of juice happening. Good. Reach up, straight up to the sky. Gaze up. Maybe you want to float that bottom leg. So I tend to stay up on my fingers because of my wrist issues. But try to bring the palm of the hand down. I'm going to curl that heel behind. See if I can grab hold of the inside foot. Kick back. Little balance work. My back toes curled under for extra stability. Good. Slowly release. Walk the hands down, back to the front. Draw the toes all the way round. Draw the left knee out. Setting up for pigeon. So take your time with pigeon. Get that left knee to the outside of your mat. Wiggle the toes forward. I just kind of wiggle them. Back leg. I bring into the middle of the mat. Walk it back. Release the toes. Squaring off hips and shoulders before it's all over. Take an inhale and slowly see if you can draw the body down. You might be stuck here. If you're stuck here, soften the elbows, soften the chin. Nothing lasts forever. We won't be here too long. If you can come down to your elbows, great. If you have knee pain, you can take this same shape on your back, lying down, crossing. I'll just quickly demo. Crossing right foot over left. So you could stay here and get into the hip, or you could even bring the hands behind the thigh. So if a shape doesn't work for you, find one that does. And go with how it feels, not what it's supposed to look like. Slowly rise. Coming up onto the hands, see if you can draw that back heel up. Right here. Maybe your right hand reaches behind, takes hold of the inside of the foot, back of a yoga pant. Opens out the shoulder. The more you kick the foot into the hand, opens up your shoulder, take the gaze over. Try to draw the heel in a little more. Now you're not on your back kneecap. Make sure you're on the fleshy part right above the kneecap. You draw the hips forward towards the mat, and that'll release it. Good. Slowly release. Sit back on the bum. Draw the soles of the feet together. Draw the heels in towards your bits. Open the feet like a book. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring your elbows onto the knees and draw the body forward. You can use your elbows to press the knees down. Pressing down. Pressing down. Pressing down. Now I want you to press up against the elbows, but resist with the elbows. Press up, press up. Breathe. 2 more breaths, but pushing against the elbows. Now exhale and just relax. Ooh, do you feel that give? Let's do that one more time. You're going to press down with the elbows. So applying force, one direction, energy going down, 3, 4. Now press back. 3, 4. Now just let it all go, surrender, even just rest the hands. Do you feel you get more movement? Good, slowly rise, drawing the knees all the way over to the right, finding your way onto your, you'll have to shuffle a little bit, onto your right knee, just extend your left leg out. Bring that right hand under the shoulders, reach up and over. We're back over here. So extend, look at your fingers. Maybe you want to float the leg. Little strength work in that outside thigh area. Good, place the foot down, big circles, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good, extend the hand overhead, maybe curl that back heel in, maybe reach behind, kick in. Try to take the gaze over the shoulder. Just a little hip flexor release. I'm going to release down. Sit my bum back down on the mat this time, drawing my left leg in. My right leg in and finding my way into pigeon on the other side. So make sure the right knee behind the right wrist, wiggle the toes forward, walk the knee in. So you want your leg, you don't want to be kind of forward with your weight, you want to be sliding back. Square off the hips and shoulders. Again, this is your pigeon routine. Right, like your down dog routine, you have your way of getting into your shape and finding your final resting position. Deep inhale, and as you exhale, settle in. Slowly rise. Draw the back heel in. Maybe that left hand can reach behind. Grab the inside of the foot. Gaze over the shoulder. Maybe push first the foot into the hand. And now relax, and it'll come in a little more. King Pigeon. Release the foot, come back onto the hands. Take an inhale and kick that right leg all the way up and back. Good, drop the knee down. Actually, drop the foot down, drop the foot down. I want you to come to Malasana. I was going to do something different there, but I want to stay low and grounded today. So, Malasana. It's yogi squat. Make sure if your heels don't come on the mat, walk the feet farther out. Sitting down, bring the palms together, press the knees out with the elbows. Bring the palms down, open the hands, Raja, Malasana. Palms facing up, chin down, and breathe. Good. Turn the palms over, walk them out to the side so you're using your arms to press the knees out. Left hand, reach it up. Gaze up. So press out with that bottom hand. You're pressing your right knee out. You're adding a rotation with this top hand. Turn the thumb down, palm facing back. Wrap that hand into the opposite hip. Gaze over the shoulder. Opportunity to go into stunted bird of paradise if that's in your practice. Otherwise, stay here in your squat with your shoulder rotation. Stunted bird of paradise. I'll show you so you can practice. Turn the thumb down. Try to interlace the fingers. I slowly toe heel my left foot in towards this wrapped right knee. Once it's directly underneath, I lift the hips, coming onto my right toes. I slowly start to balance and try to lift the toe and rise up. Lifting, pressing through that standing leg, trying to open out the shoulders and open out the body. That's just an example of a little play pose, a little strength work. We don't get attached to how good we are at yoga. Slowly lower down. Because sometimes you might fall over. I'll be having a different day. Everybody release the bind back to Raja Malasana. Bring the hands down. Breathe. Let it go. Turn the palms over, walk them out. This time, right hand reaches up. So I want you to stay, open out the shoulder, gaze up, turn the thumb down, take the bind. If that feels good, stay in this shoulder. You could try to reach round and just find the wrap if you like. See, my shoulder, this one doesn't want to play today. Now it does. If you can get the wrap and interlacing the fingers in Garuda Mudra, that means just linking the fingers one on top of the other, clasping. Otherwise, toe heel in, lift the hips, and find the power pose. Find my center. Good. Finishing off. Bring the palms down. Find your way onto knees, wide knees. You may need to turn the front of your mat over. Let's do that. So actually you're turning to face your side of your mat. Turn the side of your mat over for extra padding. Bring the hands under the shoulders. Take the feet out to the side. Rotate the toes out. Take a deep inhale and slowly begin to lower the hips back. So your knees are wider than hip width. Oh, not my favorite posture, but oh so necessary. A great hip opener. You can come down to the elbows. Main focus on drawing the bum back to the heels. Frog pose, hence the frog-shaped legs. Now, if you don't feel this, you've either got no legs, which is totally fine, you're very lucky, you skip this one. Make sure the toes are pointing out and the heels are away from the knees. This one competes for your mind's attention very hard. Oi, oi, oi. I'm going to slowly draw the weight forward, bring the toes into touch. Oh, nice and slow. Find your way onto your back. Good. Draw the knees in towards the chest. Oh. And rock a little left to right, right to left. Close your eyes. You can make little circles with the knees as though you have a clock face on the lower back, on that sacrum area. So try to touch each number as you slowly work your way around. Changing directions when you get to 12. Don't cheat. Good, squeeze the knees in. I want you to cross your ankles, maybe left leg, left ankle on top of right, reach down. See if you can grab those ankles and just draw the feet in towards the bum. Just a nice tight squeeze. Just release. Now see if you can cross the left knee on top of the right. Reaching down, maybe grabbing the shins, drawing the knees in, maybe grabbing the outside edge of the feet, maybe even extending the feet out. Have a play here. This is called the nutcracker. So have a play to what feels good. Might take you 5 minutes to get into this shape, boys, but that's okay. We have time. Slowly, slowly release. Just extend the legs to the ceiling. Just rotate the ankles, flex point, whatever feels good. Drawing the heels back in, just cross right ankle over left. See if you can reach, grab the outside edges of the feet and draw the knees in towards the body. Try to relax the shoulders. Take a deep inhale, exhale it out. Good, release the feet, maybe now crossing the knee over. Now you maybe get stuck here, and that's absolutely fine. Bring your hands onto your knees and just draw them into your body. Or you can slide them down a little deeper, taking hold of the ankles, or maybe even the outside edge of the foot. I like to open my shoelace, as it's called, but I like the name nutcracker because it's so much more descriptive as to what's going on. For the boys, anyway. Try to relax wherever you are. And breathe. Releasing the feet to the sky. Staying here in Setu Dandasana, reclined staff pose. Or you have an option to take a shoulder stand, if that's in your practice, or if you just want to have a go. So what I'd like you to do, I'm first of all going to tuck my belly in. It's the quickest way to get a complex about your belly is to take shoulder stand, but that's not the point. So you lift the knees, lift the feet up, walk the elbows in, hands behind the hips, and then chin towards the chest. Lift up. If you have boobs, you may not be able to breathe. So lift the chin off to get some air in there. Do not move your head. I want you to lift and push up. Open the toes as though you're standing in a pair of high heels. You're going to have to visualize, boys. Or maybe you don't. It's all good. We accept everybody as they are. You're staying in Setu Dandasana if you don't take the shoulder stand. Just let the knees hang heavy and relax. Maybe you take happy baby pose, grabbing the outside edge of the feet, drawing the knees in. You're just getting to play while your feet are towards the ceiling. Any shape your body wants to make. Maybe the toes, if you're in shoulder stand, come overhead and touch the ground. Don't move your neck. And you'll see how stiff you are. There we go. Use the hands. Shove your bum up and over. Thank goodness for compression. Yoga pants holding bits in. Now we just need some compression bras to hold some bits in. Slowly, maybe the knees come apart, either side of the head. Or maybe you slowly make your way. Everybody hugging the knees into the chest, giving yourself a squeeze. Taking the arms out like airplane wings and drawing the knees to one side. Take the head to the opposite direction. A spinal twist of your choice that feels good. Slowly drawing the knees through to the opposite side. Turn the head opposite direction, whatever feels good. I say that over and over again. What feels good for you? It's one thing our quarantine yoga is doing for us. It's teaching us to just focus on ourselves because there's nobody else to look at and compare ourselves to. So you are doing the yoga for you. It's wonderful. Getting to look at yourself. The theme of this whole period, right? Slowly draw the knees into center. Give yourself a squeeze and find your way into final resting shape. Just turn the palms over and let the body spill out onto your mat. Take a soft inhale, soft exhale. Slowly slowly becoming aware of your body. Maybe your left hand finds its way to your heart, right hand on the belly. And breathe in. Feel this incredible vehicle, your spacesuit, that allows you to travel through space. Take a little break on Earth and enjoy all the beauty that's everywhere around us. Take a deep, deep inhale and a good morning stretch, finding your knees squeezing into your body. Good. Find your way onto your side and slowly, slowly making your way to cross-legged seated position, bringing your hands into your heart, palms sealed, as we seal in our practice. Just take a soft inhale and exhale it out. Bringing the thumbs in between the eyebrows to that third eye. Intuition, knowledge, and knowing. Bring the thumbs back to the heart as we send out and open out our hands to send out the energy, beautiful thoughts to anybody that needs a little extra love, some TLC in their day. It's yours. Namaste.